Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel 2 Code Girls. Today we are going to see how to find sum of digits of a number, and we are using C language for this. We will see how to create functions and also the logic behind this program.
So here I'm using an online editor, GDB Online Debugger. You can use any editor of your choice. As I'm writing my program in C, I'll select C language from this comma box. And I'll remove this commented code, commented lines from above. As main is the entry point of any program, we'll start writing our code in main. So first we are taking input from the user. So I'm writing a printf statement to take the input from the user. Here I'll write enter a number. And as I'm taking a number, in the second line I'm writing \n. So the person who is entering the number will be in the next line. Scanf %d, as we are taking an integer value, and %num, that is the name of the variable which I'll declare above the printf statement now. So I'll write int num. So I've declared integer variable. Now we'll write a function whose return type is int. Name of the function will be sum of digits. This function will calculate the sum of digits. The value we are passing over here is integer type. So we'll write the logic in this function and then we'll call it from main. So in the logic we'll write a while loop. The while loop is for the iteration and it will run till the value of the number that we have passed to it is greater than 0. So first in the while loop we'll find out the remainder of the val, that is rem is equal to val mod 10, which will give us the last digit of the integer number that we have entered. Now we'll declare an integer named rem above the while loop. Now we'll calculate the sum. So we'll take a sum plus rem. We'll declare a sum integer. Initialize both rem and sum to 0. After calculating the sum, we'll truncate the integer value by doing val divided by 10, which will truncate the last digit from the val integer. So this loop will run till the val is greater than or equal to 0, and then after the while loop we'll return sum. So this sum will be the sum of digits that we have passed to the sum of digit method. Now we'll call this function from main. So here we'll collect the value of sum of digit in a variable named SOD, that is sum of digit. We'll call the function over here, sum of digit, and we'll pass the value num that we have taken from the user to this function. So now we have to declare SOD. So we'll declare SOD as an integer variable. So basically this is the logic of the code. Now if we'll run it, we'll get a statement enter a number. Here we'll enter a number, then again enter, and it exited because we haven't printed our answer. We haven't printed sum of digit. Here we'll write printf, and the sum of digit is %d as it is integer, comma, we'll write here SOD, that is sum of digit variable. So basically this will give us the output statement by calculating the sum of digits. It is a very good habit to write the code and divide your work by writing small functions. That is why we have created a small function sum of digits over here. See, as the output has come, the sum of digit is 6, as 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6. So now I'll explain the logic in which we are taking a number which is 123 in our first iteration. We'll first check while loop condition, that is 123 is greater than 0, which is true, so yes. Now we'll enter the loop. In the loop first we'll find the remainder, which is num mod 10, which will give us 3, that is 123 mod 10, which will give us 3. Then we'll find out the sum plus 3, which will give us 3, and then finally we'll find out num. We'll truncate the last digit, that is 123 divided by 10, which will give us 12. So simply now we'll go to second iteration, in which again we'll check while loop 12 is greater than 0. So it will be true, yes. Then it will enter the loop, and we'll find out the remainder 12 mod 10, which will give us 2. Then we'll find out sum, which will be sum is equal to 3 plus 2, which is 5. And then again we'll truncate the num, which is 12 divided by 10, which will give us 1. Now we'll go to third iteration, in which we'll check the condition again, which is 1 is greater than 0. It will be yes. Then we'll find out the remainder, which is 1 mod 10, which will give us 1. Then we'll find out sum, which will be 5 plus 1, which is equal to 6. And finally we'll truncate the number again, 1 divided by 10, which will give us 0. So now in our next iteration, which is the fourth iteration, we'll check the while loop condition, 0 greater than 0, which will be false, that is no. So it will exit the loop and the loop will end. The final result will be 6. So we will return the sum. So this is the logic that we have used in sum of digits program